Hey everybody, so today I'm here to do another chit chat video with you guys. I actually need to pull these up so you guys don't have a glare the whole time. But I should have done this earlier before I left my house because the lighting was better in my car and it's the weekend. So I knew I really wouldn't get like a quiet minute at home to really film a nice impromptu video unless it was late at night. But Mark and I have been spending basically every night together, which I'll get to here in a second. But I don't know, I have not a lot of updates, but there's just like a lot going on right now, so it's just been crazy. So I actually had to move because my hand was getting shaky. And if this is shaky, I'm sorry, I've never filmed in my car before, but I know that I'm not going to be able to film in there without screaming in the background, so I'm just going to do it out here with you guys and I'm going to talk about some stuff. Okay, first of all, since I did talk about it in my last chit chat video, I am starting to second guess preschool. Somebody actually mentioned it. I think it was the woman who wanted me to talk about preschool because she had reservations and like was second guessing sending her son and stuff, and that's happening to me. It's just like the closer we get, the more I'm like, you know, she doesn't need to go. You know, she could just stay home and we could do something a couple days a week with other kids. Like, it's the same thing. And Mark's like, that's not what we've talked about. That's not necessarily the same thing. And, you know, in my defense, Sophie's gonna have to do 2 years of preschool. I'm sorry, guys. This is probably so shaky and it's probably so annoying. I'm doing my best here. But Sophie's going to have to do 2 years of preschool. She turns 5 at the end of October, and that's too late for most kindergarten registrations. So, or at least the schools in my area, that's too late. So she probably will do 2 years of preschool, and it's just like, you know, she's gonna do 2, so, you know, she doesn't need to go this year, but I'm just getting nervous. It's just like, I don't know how to explain it. I know that she will grow from it, but she has been with me every single day since she's been born for the most part. And that's just really hard for me. The closer we get to actually doing it and like thinking about her actually being in preschool, and like now that this is the year she's gonna start, I'm like, she doesn't need to go. I'm just really second guessing that. And as far as the girls are doing, they are doing good health-wise. We are in a little bit of an emotional phase with both of them. Sophie is just really emotional lately, just lots of tears, lots of no, and just like really making her emotions known, which I feel like is pretty normal for a 3.5-year-old. And I don't know, it just, the thing that stinks about that is because Sophie never used to cry, like never. If she cried, you knew that she was hurt pretty bad, because that is the only time she would cry. And when this phase started, we were concerned a lot because we thought she was hurting herself or something, and it just turns out that it's just like her emotions. And basically, I feel like it's around not getting what she wants when she wants it, which is just really new because, like I said before, you know, of course Sophie would throw fits and tantrums as typical toddlers do and stuff, but she would never cry about things. Like, she would never even really cry if she was upset. She would like pout and things like that, but she never would cry. And now we are just so in touch with our emotions, which is fine. And I'm trying to help her through it, but at the same time, it's hard because I think she's trying to also use it sometimes to get what she wants, and that's not going to fly. So that's been interesting to navigate through that. And then Remy is in the monkey see, monkey do kind of phase. So anything her sister does, she has to do too, whether it's good or bad. So that's fun and that's interesting. But for the most part, Remy doesn't like being in trouble. If you tell Sophie that she's in trouble, honestly, she doesn't care unless there's repercussions that she can actually know. Like if you make her stop playing with something and you take it away, or if you shut off a TV show, or, you know, things like that, she doesn't really care otherwise. But Remy just genuinely does not like you to be upset with her any shape or form. So even though she's like starting to act out a little bit more because she is doing the monkey see, monkey do, she still is like very timid about being in trouble. She doesn't like it at all. So there's that. And then also Remy is just getting to be a little toddler I said this on Instagram, but there were all these memes when Sophie was a toddler about how don't give a toddler the wrong sippy cup, and what was the other one? Oh, how they'll like one food one day and not the next. And I never really understood them because Sophie was never like that. And I just thought, you know, our kids are going to be these magical little unicorns that like don't have these issues. Well, then Remy gets older, and she definitely is. Like, you cannot give her the wrong sippy cup. She will not drink out of it. Don't give it to her sister. She will freak out. Like, it is crazy how particular she is. And then the other day, we had a meltdown over Greek yogurt. My girls have eaten Greek yogurt for I can't even tell you how long. It's nothing new to them. We have it all the time. A lot of the time, we even have it with lunch every single day. Well, the other day, no. Remy was refusing to have any, and anytime I could even get like a bite in her mouth, she would like gag, and she was crying and screaming all over Greek yogurt that she's had a million times before. It's not like it was bad. It's not like anything, because her sister downed it, I ate it, like everything was fine. It was just she decided she didn't like Greek yogurt that day. But then I think it was like 2 days later, we had it for lunch again, and she was asking for more. And I'm like, this is great. Here I am. I'm one of those moms who can relate now. It just goes to show that just because one child is not particular does not mean the next one will not be. And oh my gosh, it's just been really interesting. I'm going to switch hands so I can look at my list, because I do have quite a bit of stuff to tell you. Oh, I am planning Remy's birthday because she is turning 2 at the end of April. So now that we're in March, I want to make sure that everything's like getting done and getting ordered and stuff. She still is pretty young to tell me what she wants, but her favorite show and what she asked to watch a lot is Daniel Tiger. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm getting a good bit from Party City because Daniel Tiger, like, actual birthday supplies are kind of hard to find. So I'm just gonna go with that. And then there's stuff on Etsy. I can't remember what all I have, but I always do cookies for the girls, like every single birthday. That's just something that we do. We do the letter of their name, whatever number, whatever age they're turning. So it'll be 2 and R. And then I do a cookie that's like corresponding to whatever their birthday is. So for Sophie, it was Trolls last year. We had a flower. For Remy, when it was some bunnies turning 1, we had a bunny rabbit. We've also done Elmo for Sophie and a pumpkin. So we always have like a themed cookie. So there's an Etsy shop that makes trolley shaped cookie cutters. So I need to order stuff like that. And there was a couple other little things on Etsy. Oh, the coloring pages that I got for Sophie. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you probably saw those too. But they're like personalized coloring pages, which I'm super stoked about. The kids loved them last time. So I'm gonna order those, but in Daniel Tiger, obviously. And I'm just really excited. And really, every single day, she does get bigger and bigger. She gets to be more a toddler. She's talking so much. It's crazy. And she's just doing so well. And I can't believe how big she's gotten. And a little fun fact that I randomly thought about, I think I might have messed up their names, so I'm just going to do this over again. But Sophie was in a floor bed by 18 months. And Remy is going to be almost 2. Well, she's gonna be 2. I can't talk today. And she's still in her crib. But that's because Sophie is a little fearless daredevil and was crawling out of her crib, and we had to get her out of that. And Remy is perfectly fine. Like, when you lay her down, you will find her in the exact same spot. The girl loves to sleep, and she does it well. So I'm really thankful for that too, because we are planning on moving the girls into a room together, which I wanted to bring this up. I am so sorry, guys. In that video that I made, if you guys watched that, I said spoiler alert in my favorites that the girls were going to share a room, and a lot of you took that as me saying that I was pregnant and that, you know, the girls are going to share a room or whatever, and that's not what I meant at all. Sorry, I'm trying to cover up the back of my camera so it's got like this sun beating down on it, and I don't want it to overheat. But no, what I meant was that I didn't think that I had talked a lot about the girls sharing a room, if at all, on my channel yet, and I know I definitely have never mentioned the theme. So I was like saying, spoiler alert, their theme is going to be rainbow, instead of just keeping it to myself and maybe surprising you guys with a room tour or something. So that's what I meant by spoiler alert, but I'm really sorry that I misled you guys. But whether or not I'm pregnant, they're going to be moving into a room together. I was really on the fence about this, and I didn't think that they ever would, but Mark said he really enjoyed sharing a room with his brother, and then I talked to other people who have shared rooms with their sibling, and they really liked it too, especially like when they were super young. And our girls are close, like they are super, super close, and I think that they would do really well in a room together. So I want to try it. Obviously, if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, and we're gonna have to make that do. But I feel like it's gonna be a good thing for the most part, and it doesn't matter if I'm pregnant or not. I just want to move them in because I don't want it to be like a shock of not being together and then all of a sudden having to share a room. And Sophie seems really excited about it, so yeah, but that's not going to happen until like in October, because we agreed that we felt like putting off a good amount of time would be good, just so like Remy's old enough to understand some things, and so is Sophie. And I don't know, I just like, we feel good about like October-ish moving them into a room together. So that's what we had decided like months ago, like I think last year. We've had this idea of them sharing a room for quite a while, but we're just now starting to slowly get stuff for the room because there is so much. We're getting the IKEA, I don't know, whatever bed, but it's not very tall at all. I think the highest point is 4 feet tall, from what I understand. And then you need mattresses for both of them because it's a twin size bed, and then mattress covers because they're still toddlers, and then they both need some pillows, and then pillow protectors. And then after that, they also need comforters and decorations, and oh, the list is kind of endless. So that's been fun, and I've been just trying to round up like that list. Another reason why I am doing this out in my car is because Mark and I have been spending pretty much every night together doing something, basically playing prop hunt on Call of Duty, because that game is so much fun and we love it. But I completed my courses. I'm gonna have an announcement video. It either went before this or it went up after this, or who knows, but I did complete my lactation courses. I'm certified now. It was such a freaking relief. I was so stressed when I took the test, and I was just so excited to have finally passed it, something I've been working on for a while, and that's great. But it means that I get relieved of a lot of time that took up a ton of time. Like people who are actually in college, or they're taking courses or like whatever to further your education, and you have life going on, good for freaking you. Like it was so hard to work, be a mom, be a wife, do everything that I typically do in a day, and still find time to take those courses. And it's just I can't even imagine. And I just went for lactation courses. I only went for a little bit of time. I couldn't even imagine how great you're gonna feel whenever you complete it, and you need to treat yourself. That's all I'm saying. I think that's it. I don't know. We just have like a lot going on. We've got some well visits this month. Like I have an eye exam at the end of the month, and I'm gonna see if they can treat my glasses for the glare that I see on them sometimes. I want some new ones. I was thinking about contacts, but honestly they scare the shit out of me because I hate things going in and around my eyeball. I had this traumatic experience of the first time I ever got fitted for glasses. I was like 13 years old, and the optometrist really wanted me to try and have contacts because he thought if I got them when I was younger, I'd do well with them, obviously, as the years passed. And he had like an assistant or whatever help me get them in, and she got so annoyed that I couldn't put it in myself because I am pretty scared of my eyeball region, that she literally took her finger and like jammed it in my eye. And just ever since then, I'm like, I'm just gonna pass on the contacts. But there are some days, especially when I'm filming, that I wish I could see, and I wish I didn't have to have my glasses on. So we're gonna have to see about that. Does anybody else feel like they're a living, breathing planner? Like I keep all this up in here. I do have a thing on the side of my fridge that also keeps me pretty straight, but a lot of it is just up in here. That's right, Sophie has a dermatologist appointment. The back of my camera is literally so hot, it's like burning my fingers. So I should probably go. I probably talked for a good bit. It's been nice to sit out here and talk to you guys and say what I want without having to worry about somebody waking up or screaming in the background or a fight happening or any of that. So yeah, I went out to run some errands. I wanted to talk to you guys. I wanted to say those few things. I'm really excited for the summer. I'm excited to go do things with both the girls, with both of them being toddlers and me not breastfeeding. I'm just really looking forward to that because it's just like, I feel like we'll be able to do a lot more. Even though I say spring and summer, honestly, it's 35 today. I don't know what is up with this temperature. The other day it was nice enough to go on a walk with like a coat or a jacket, and today in the past few days. There's been like snow and stuff, so, you know, and you can see I have my big old fluffy jacket on, so it's been a little crazy here. And because of such, Remy has another eczema flare-up. I swear, it only happens when the colder weather happens, her eczema, or it gets worse, I guess I should say. It never truly ever goes away, but she gets really bad flare-ups when it gets colder outside, so poor little thing. Poor little thing is going through it. She's feeling this little temperature shift we got going on. But that is about everything that I can think of to mention in this chit chat video. Let me know if you guys liked or hated the car. You guys probably hated me filming in the car because it's been shaking the entire time. And I should probably just go so you guys can stop looking at that. Let me know down in the comments below if you have any advice for a couple of toddlers sharing a bedroom. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as always, thanks for watching.